Johnny
back at you with yet another DJs BrewTube beer review. So,
really, dog?
We've been drinking many much beers tonight.
Except for him, he's a fucking wimp when it comes to Fuggle hops.
I don't like Fuggle hops, sorry.
That's for your Fuggle hops.
That's what I think of the Fuggle hops. They're kind of fart tasting, kind of like that dirt fart tasting.
You're gonna taste my fucking fart too.
Anyways, tonight we have a special beer. I think I bought this for your birthday, didn't I?
I get it.
Yeah, I did in 2012.
I thought I bought one too.
No,
you bought the 2013. I bought the 2012.
No, you
bought one of them.
You bought the 2013. I bought the 2012.
Okay. Well, we got it from Firestone Walker
Mm-hmm.
out of Paso Robles, California, Estados Unidos de America.
Mm-hmm.
2012 Double DBA. Of course, they're saying it's like a ESB. For those that you don't know, it's extra special bitter, aged 12 months in something new oak barrel bourbon barrels, and it's an English barley wine imperial ESB LTD.
Half in bourbon barrels and half in new oak. So this is the 2012 version, which is the first year they brewed it. Mm-hmm. Now they call this double barrel ale. And it's their imperial ESB, but other folks call it an English barley wine. So
we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Because they also have a beer called Sticky Monkey that they produce in Firestone Walker, which they claim exactly as an English barley wine. So, bottle just first out of the box, hasn't been out of that box since 2012 or whenever the hell they did it. So, is there anything more you can tell about it?
Well, we got a 12% ABV and a 29 IBU. The hops are Magnum, Steering, Golden, GKG, KG dry hops, Malt, Two-Row, Morris, Otter Pale, Munich, Crystal, and Chocolate. Well, DJ, hopefully he'll drink this one. Unfortunately, well, fortunately for me, Velvet Merkin went down my throat and not down his because he doesn't like Fuggle hops. I didn't like Fuggle hops. Okay.
This is why we have a stunt drinker, so he can drink said Fuggle hops for us if we don't like them.
There's my Fuggle for you.
That's a fucking Fuggle fart. Okay, yeah. So
I don't smell anything.
All right, we got the double DBA or whatever they're
really don't smell anything.
What the hell they want to call it?
You gotta show it.
Okay, appearance-wise, we've got a nice golden dark amber color with a lot of red and brown hues coming through it. We got about a quarter finger head of soap sudsy bubbles. Now this is a 2012 beer, so we got 2 years on this one.
Sure.
So let's get an aroma. It's unremarkable looking when I swirl it. We're getting some sticky glass lacing and a bit of alcohol legs. Let's get a nose on it. Caramel, toffee, a bit of bourbon barrel, vanilla, no char to speak of, a lot of oak and tannic notes coming off the oak. I get a little bit of raisins. Johnny's snorting the beer. This reminds me of a very amped up version of their DBA with bourbon barrel aging. So, pleasant enough smelling beer. Let's get a taste. Cheers. Wow. Nice. Johnny's still smelling it. Excuse me. I'm getting big caramel up front. It's actually kind of boozy for what it is. The booziness isn't in the nose, but it's in the taste. It's like, it tastes like bourbon-soaked raisins to me in a lot of ways. Very smooth to drink. I can see why some people call this a barley wine, but with 2 years on it, I'm really surprised that it's this like boozy up front. I don't know if you're getting that or not.
I'm hitting the booziness, yeah.
I mean, the Velvet Merkin was a lot less boozy than this. Now that's an 8.5% beer, and this is a 12% beer. So you got 3.5 points difference in ABV, but how much is that? It's smoothly carbonated. It's a medium full mouthfeel, but it's got a semi-dry finish. But mainly what I'm getting is like booze-soaked raisins and maybe like caramel type flavors off of this. And how about you? It's quiet.
It's a really difficult one to describe for me. I'm not really getting the smell. I'm really not picking up really much of anything.
The aroma is fairly light.
The booziness really is something that's there, persistent. Just that overwhelms me. I'm not.
It's almost like you've dropped a shot into a beer with this one. Like a shot of bourbon, like you would drop that into this beer.
I mean, it's...
To me, it's not a bad thing.
No,
but
it's not bad.
It's the most booze-forward Firestone Walker barrel-aged beer that I've had. How about you?
I agree. Everything else has been pretty smooth, except for the parabola that was a little more hop-forward, the last parabola that we had. In like the Velvet Merkin that we just had, that it was a lot more. I could identify a lot more things with that than this. This is just smell-wise, I'm not getting it. Taste-wise, I'm just I'm getting bourbon. Not much else.
To me, it's like bourbon and like bourbon-soaked raisins and caramel are the flavors. It's fairly like small dimensional the flavor, and I wouldn't say
dry.
Rye? Dry
No,
or rye?
Rye.
Like spiciness?
No, rye. Like rye.
Let me see.
On the aftertaste.
It's almost like a rye whiskey, right? Now I know this is a blended beer of new oak and then the DBA aged in the double DBA aged in bourbon barrels, but I don't know how that affects this. But the thing that's most shocking about this bottle here that we have before us is the booziness of it.
It's very boozy. Is this is 2012?
This is the 2012 version, yeah, which is surprising. I haven't heard a lot of folks saying this is boozy, but I mean, compared to the Velvet Merkin we had, compared to Black Metal,
Merkin was 10.
What else? And the Decadence, which was 12%, which is just like this one. That was totally hidden, the alcohol in that. So, what do you grade a beer like this?
So our buddies over at Rate Beer, they give it, it's above 12%.
Yes.
99.
Of course, gotta be.
Yeah. The dudes over at Beer Advocate, 94.
Which is like the high A-.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a hard one to grade.
I don't know how to really...
I mean, how do you grade an Imperial ESB? Because how many Imperial ESBs are there, first of all? And how many barrel-aged Imperial ESBs are they? I think what's successful about this beer is it's an ESB which is a fairly light style, which isn't huge.
More malty than anything.
That they put in a bourbon barrel and it didn't thin out. It has really decent mouthfeel. It's not watery, but it's boozy as hell. That's what's really distracting my attention. I mean, there's other good flavors in there. Excuse me, but the booziness is like taking my attention away from what the beer tastes like.
For me, number popped in my head was 88. I'm
88?
giving it a high B+. I like ESBs, but this just hasn't it doesn't do it for me. I mean, I like it, but it doesn't have any real character other than the booziness that I'm experiencing with this. I'll take the Velvet Merkin over this. I just, not thrilled.
I prefer this a little over the Velvet Merkin as it is.
You don't like fucking Fuggles.
Yeah. No, as it is now. I think as the Velvet Merkin aged, I would probably like, cause I mean, this fucking beer's got 2 years on it already. Yeah. And the booziness is really distracting for me. There's a lot of things that are done well in this beer, but that booziness, I mean,
it's all bourbon or whatever it's aged in.
It's not even bourbon boozy. It's like alcohol, like phenolic boozy.
It's alcohol boozy.
And this has been in a basement. My dungeon here doesn't get above like 65.
No, I'm sorry. Ever. That was in my box.
Oh, was it? Well,
it was in mine.
And that stays cool all the time because that's in the air conditioning or climate control. Yeah. So this one has been aged with care. How it's supposed. Now they're saying 40 degrees. Who's got fucking 40 degrees or aging shit at? Come on.
And my balls are like aged in 40 degrees all the time.
So, what do I grade this? I'm going to give this, I can't give it much more than a 90. I'm giving like
I mean, are you really satisfied with it?
With a 90? I don't know. That's a problem.
I mean,
I like the taste of it, but that booziness is really distracting me.
For me, the taste is the booziness. I just don't.
I think I'm going to give it the 89, high B plus, and that's all I can give it. Because a 90 would be A minus, but like you're saying, that booziness, maybe it's this bottle, I don't know, because I've seen other people, review this and geek out, and you'd think by now that we've drank a whole bunch of beers, the booziness wouldn't affect us, right?
No, but the thing is if it's boozy, you're still going to taste the boozy.
Yep.
That's the beer. I mean, I know what an ESB is supposed to, generally taste like, but this just tastes like somebody dropped some liquid in a barrel that had alcohol in it, strong alcohol, and that's what came out.
The problem is you would think after some time that booziness would integrate in, especially if you got a 2012 version of this beer, and it would go away with time. The alcohol would like integrate into the beer. And it's like it's almost migrated out of it. And the nice flavors that are there of toffee and caramel and vanilla are really subjugated.
Yeah.
They're subjugated by the booze that's in this. Yeah. So I know a lot of folks geek out on this, but tell us what you think of it. Because this bottle that we're drinking right here, right in front of us, that's been lovingly cellared, tastes like fucking booze.
Yeah. Firestone Walker, awesome brewery and all this. It's just, it's one of those.
Besides that dirty Fuggle tasting beer they made?
No. Velvet Merkin was great. I liked Velvet Merkin. I would Velvet Merkin over this. At least 2012 version. I mean, it's just the booziness is overtaking everything else.
And in case you're asking, it's not because this hasn't been warmed up. This is at cellar temperature. Yeah. It's probably about 55, 50, 58 degrees, somewhere around there. If that. I mean, it's not because of that. It hasn't been refrigerated and then brought down to temperature.
Because this is like the seventh beer of the night, and our palates are totally destroyed. No.
I mean, when your palate's usually destroyed, you don't detect that alcohol. And this, it's like the alcohol's up in your freaking grill. So, anyways, if you like this beer, tell us, like I said, tell us what you think. We're not saying anything bad about Firestone Walker, but this particular beer at this time is like kind of...
Not a big...
Not doing it. No, not woohoo. Oh, look at that, I'm knocking the box over. So, to the next DJs BrewTube, you got to do something really important, which is thinking globally, drinking locally, and supporting the craft beer movement.
Craftier movement?
I need a drink.
So, in other words...
Thanks a million for watching.
Yeah, thanks a million for watching. Comment, rate, whatever, subscribe, do all that crap. And, that's going to be a big...
Peace out.